Hello, courageous women of faith. Welcome to day 27 of the 30 days of She is Strong and Courageous. I'm excited that you're here with me today because we are talking about another very special, courageous woman of faith, a woman who was injured in a diving accident, a woman who has so much that she's given back to our entire world and the disabled community that we could spend the next 30 or 40 minutes talking about her, but I'll let you look up a lot of her information on her website. I'm just going to give you the highlights to encourage you, because today what we're talking about is embracing our circumstances. Now, it was in 1967 that Joni had a diving accident. Joni Eareckson Tada, at 17 years old, was paralyzed. She became a quadriplegic, and she was confined to a wheelchair for the rest of her life. But Joni Eareckson Tada decided, after going through rehabilitation, that she became passionate. She wanted to give back, and she wanted to help serve the disabled community. So she began right away. As a matter of fact, during rehabilitation, she learned how to paint by putting a paintbrush in between her teeth, and she would paint beautiful artwork that has sold and been collected by many people all over the world. Joni embraced her circumstances, and that's what we're talking about today, because we're all going to go through something difficult in our life. Yours is going to look very different than mine. My difficulty is going to look very different from yours and even from Joni's. But you know what? God allows us to go through hard times, and as He brings us through those hard times, He actually allows us to serve others and comfort others with the same comfort He gave us. And so that's a calling that's on your life. When you go through something difficult, look for the blessing in the mess, the message in your mess. I know I found one, and that's really what birthed Courage for Life. But Joni did so much for the disabled community. I want you to be inspired by her story. Let's see everything that she did. She became an advocate for those with disabilities. And in 1979, she birthed a ministry called Joni and Friends. And through these years, they have served thousands of disabled people that have been impacted by disabilities. They've delivered more than 150,000 wheelchairs and Bibles through Wheels for the World, and they've provided care for more than 63,000 special needs family members. Joni didn't sit back and say, you know what, my life is over. I'm a quadriplegic. I'm going to be in this wheelchair for the rest of my life. She said, Lord, what can I do? And I really want to challenge you today in today's devotional. No matter what you're going through, no matter what you're feeling today, or something that may happen, you know, it's always said that we're either coming out of a storm, we're in a storm in our life, or we're headed into one. It's just a fact of life. There's going to be difficulties, but God uses everything for the good, for those who are called according to His purposes, and for those who love Him. So you and I can find a message in our difficulty. We can share the love of God and how He's delivered us through our hard times. And that's exactly what Joni has done. I hope you're inspired by her story, and I hope you will go in and embrace your circumstances. Look at the application steps for today. Focus on the eternal, not the here and now. Focus on how you can invest in the eternal. Remain positive. You've got to have a positive attitude. Even when you get down, look for the blessing in the midst of it. Devote yourself to prayer. Ask God, God, why are you allowing me to go through this? God, help me go through this. And then God, show me how I can help others who are dealing with something very similar to what I'm going through. And then place your hope in God's ability, not only to either carry you through this difficult time, but to give you a way to give back to others. I pray that you're enjoying these devotions. I'm praying that you're inspired and that you will embrace your circumstances and whatever comes your way. I pray that you're also listening to your audio Bible with me and allowing God's Word to just seep into your heart and soul and strengthen your courage muscles. If you don't have it already downloaded, be sure and get it today on your Apple or Android device. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you'll be here with me again for another Courageous Woman of Faith. God bless you and have a wonderful day.